Because when we build each other, we are building a nation in another nation. Now, I thought about, why do I want to do a mashujaa whereby we just go and dance and celebrate? Yet, so many of us have been diagnosed with conditions that nobody knows about, because once you go to the doctors, they give you medication for life. So there are so many people who are taking a lot of medication for hypertension, diabetes, arthritis, amoeba, even, right? So many of them, eczema. So many children here have not had any medication at all because nobody knows what to do with them. And then I thought about mashujaa. I said, who was treating Mzee Jomo Kenyatta those days back? And the men before that, what was happening to them? And I thought in my head, what about alternative medicine? You know, Kenya is thriving, China is thriving with alternative medicine. Does it work? Yeah, and I did a few research here and there, and I said, you know what, I'll find a doctor who is Kenyan, dealing with alternative medicine, because we in the diaspora need to know how can we manage these so-called African conditions. Because when you go to the doctors, they're like, oh, you're African. Yes, this is very common with Africans. And as long as you take your medicine for life, you're sorted. So, Dr. Morogo, thank you very much, first and foremost, for sponsoring Mashujaa Day. You've seen us in Coventry using that table yet. So, who is your shujaa?
My family.
Your family? Fantastic. Yes? Did you tell him to say that? There's beef there, there's beef there. Finally, for the young boy here, who is your shujaa?
Stephen Kariaki.
We've been in Luton. London, and all that he has sponsored, because he said, Janet, when you said to me that you want Kenyans to celebrate Mashujaa Day, I'm happy to put the money across so as we can be together during that time. So thank you, we don't take it for granted.
I want to say this, that good health is better than having gold. Will you agree with me? Yes. Good health is better than having all the riches London could have. Yes. Good health is better than having a big established family. Yes. It caused some families to mourn before somebody died, seeing him in pain because he's not in good health. It caused somebody who have all what he needs to feed on, not to eat even the sweetest product that there could be on the table when one is sick. It caused somebody not to enjoy the sleep in the best bedding that he can have bought. It caused somebody not to look a man before men when others are jumping in poverty looking for something to eat, and if they get, they eat all of it, and somebody is admiring to be poor like they are and not ill or pain. So it is more than gold.
Recently in our country, Kenya, we had quills. Who heard of the quills? They said they are medicinal. They are treating many diseases. They never singled one. But quills moved like the tsunami and went. Today you cannot find anybody growing quills.
Yeah, there is a lot of stigma that is attached to this traditional medicine, and a lot of people have gone to doctors who are telling them to take mwarobaini which can treat 40 diseases, and they end up maybe getting conditions or going back to, you know, no medication. Could you try to tell us what's the difference?
So mwarubaini, it is arubaini non-specific. I don't use even mwarubaini in my products. So I cannot support mwarubaini. So do not take anything by the name it can cure many. What can it cure? So being told that mwarubaini can treat magonjwa arubaini, ni gani hiyo? Be specific, my dear. You are honored. Don't allow people to just give you anything for nothing. Okay, you have said that is the thing that made her to come to live with you. It was not by favor. At the end, she knows she will bear a kid in pain. She'll have to wash those smelling socks. But there is something she is following as she bears the socks. If she lacks it, she'll be on the fence, wishing to go either to the father or go away by herself. So if you fail at that, even the man. So here you are. I also know that there is a word which is common here. I want a break. I want a break. No. I want a break. Not me, but the other person. Is common. My dear, let's try to prevent that, because the church will corrupt, and then you'll be forced, for that reason, you'll be forced to endorse that other thing, bad thing.
Mine is about the diseases you have already addressed, and from the leaflet you are curing is hypertension and diabetes, and probably most of the chronic ailments. After the 5 weeks or the 4 months or the time he has stipulated, what happens next? Are you taking these medications for life, or do you take for 5 weeks and stop, or what happens?
Do we know whether there is an alternative to somebody suffering from arthritis?